Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce Bakari Olatunji, Oakland president of the International People's Democratic Uhuru Movement.
I want to be brief. I want to first of all unite with the statement that Joe just read. I think it is absolutely true in regards to the impoverishment of the African community that he was addressing. And I think that is the root cause of robberies that we see throughout Oakland that occurred here at this store this past Sunday and that we've seen throughout this city. But if we really want to talk about robbery, let's talk about the conditions of the African community, where in his statement he talked about how an African child is robbed of their life 1 year earlier than that of a white child in the same city. That is robbery. We want to talk about young African children in the school system here in Oakland who are robbed of their understanding of themselves. A young African child will spend 12 years in a school in Oakland and will not see themselves in the history books. These are the conditions that people come from, and to be dealt with poverty their whole entire life. Those are crimes that happen every single day. People here were shooken like they should be for having someone with a gun to you. But the bottom line is, people can depart with money and walk away with their life. But there's lives in the African community that are being taken every single day. The murder rate in Oakland affects African people every single day. And calling for more police is not the solution. We unite with the African People's Education and Defense Fund as the International People's Democratic Uhuru Movement when we call for genuine economic development of the African community, as opposed to this public policy of police containment, where we see heavy-handed police activity every single day in the African community. Our center is located at 7911 MacArthur Boulevard. On any given day, you will be astonished at the numbers of police that you see up and down this street. That is where the police are. The only crime happening there is the fact that there is no economic development in the community. But we talk about Grand Avenue. There should be Grand Avenue's business sections out in East Oakland on MacArthur Boulevard. Right. They should be out on 98th Avenue where the African community is. Instead, we see gentrification in the African community. In Oakland, since the year 2000, and we are now in 2008, 20% of the African population has left Oakland. Where have they gone? 20% of the African population in Oakland is no longer here. We can probably look to the jails and we can probably look other places. But the fact of the matter remains, our children are not being educated. Over 50% of African children in Oakland are dropping out of school. So again, we have to look at what is the root factors of crime, and we feel that it is based upon in the lack of economic development in the African community. We take the stand that the African People's Education and Defense Committee has taken, that we call on genuine African development, economic development in the community. We call on people to join the International People's Democratic Uhuru Movement. It is an organization led by African workers that calls on genuine economic development, but we call on other people to join this organization. Anybody of any nationality can join and work under the leadership of the African community as we struggle for economic development, as we struggle our fight against police containment. And this is in the face of a city, as Joe said, that can find $7.7 million for more police. That is very ineffective, but they have no money to deal with the true causes of crime, which is the poverty of the impoverished community here in Oakland, California. Thank you, and Uhuru.